Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Scotty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
After an 0-2 start, the Lakers of Mercyhurst have been able to right the ship and win 3 straight. The Knights, meanwhile, have vanquished their opponents with relative ease on their way to a 5-0 record to start the season. Tonight, they'll meet on the pasture of pain with sole possession of first place in District 10 Region 2 on the line. It's Mercyhurst Prep and Eisenhower, Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Park Avenue Motorcar broadcast booth here at Eisenhower. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you here for the YDL Sports Network. And don't forget that the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg was voted #1 in Pennsylvania for waterfront restaurants. Stop down and find out why. Make a reservation today at AlleghenyGrill.com. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. We're here with the Rehab Center pregame show, chiropractors caring for health, therehabcenters.com. And that's center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S. And you're on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort. Visit them online at warrentirecenter.com. And Cody, we should have ourselves a ball game here tonight. Mercyhurst Prep comes in 3-2 overall. Eisenhower's 5-0 overall. Both teams are 2-0 in Region 2 play. Sole possession of first place in the region at the midpoint of the season on the line tonight.
Yeah, Brian, I wouldn't let Mercyhurst's 3-2 record overall fool anybody. This is going to be, I think, one of the toughest matchups that Eisenhower has seen yet. and be a really good gauge to go off of going forward this season.
Yeah, it certainly should be a tough matchup for the Knights, who we've seen come out here and play some really, really good defense to start the season. Held one team to negative rushing yards. Were it not for 2 long runs against Union City, would have had another team held for negative rushing yards in a game. And that run defense has certainly carried them. And on the flip side, they've been able to run the ball almost at will.
They have. Keegan Ekstrom has kicked it in the last matchup that they had. Benji Bauer, obviously, he's been running really well, and Tucker Lindell has filled in where he's needed to as a power back. But their defense is going to have their work cut out for them tonight with David Baum on the other side. He's a phenomenal quarterback with almost 1,000 yards passing and almost 400 yards rushing so far this season. And one weakness Eisenhower's defense has been defending the pass, and Baum is certainly going to try to take advantage of that today.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that in the matchup here against Cambridge Springs. The Blue Devils were able to exploit that pass defense a little bit, and Seneca was able to do the same as they attempted to come back. I mean, that was a game where we were talking, in the third quarter about potentially getting the running clock into effect, and then all of a sudden, the Bobcats created a turnover, and that passing game got going, and suddenly that turned from what we thought was going to be a major blowout to just a 2-touchdown win for the Knights. And that's something certainly, David Baum, one of the leading passers in District 10, if he's able to get going early for Mercyhurst Prep, Eisenhower might be forced to pass, which is something we haven't seen them do much this season.
No, we haven't. We've seen Sean Pascuzzi make some very nice passes. He has a tall wide receiver in Wyatt Lookenhouse. They certainly have some weapons to do so, but it's kind of uncharted water for Eisenhower. They've been able to mix passing in with their rushing game intermittently, but to be forced to go pass heavy is something they just haven't had to do yet this year. One thing Eisenhower is going to have to do is limit mistakes today. They've had some penalty issues all season. They've had turnover issues for the majority of the season. And we talked about Eisenhower's defense. Mercyhurst defense is no slouch. They've forced 8 turnovers, 4 interceptions, 4 fumbles. That's just 1 turnover less than Eisenhower's. So they're not going to have some of the easy up and down the field offensive drives that they've had in some previous games. They're going to be fighting for every yard tonight.
And again, one thing we talked about how great that run defense is for the Lakers. They come in, they are a passing team. They're going to want to move the ball up and down the field, but even when they aren't throwing the ball, Baum's a threat to run as well. He leads the team with 51 carries, has 379 yards on the ground and 5 touchdowns. So it's not like he's just standing back there in the pocket looking for somebody to throw. If the play breaks down or they've got some designed runs for him, he's certainly capable of breaking out of the pocket and making something happen with his legs.
Absolutely. Penley's going to have to encourage his defensive players to stay home, play their position, not worry about the other guy next to him. Just do their job and try to contain Baum. Don't let him get to the outside. He's got a little bit of speed to him. So, and he's a big guy. You're not going to bring him down with arm tackles. You're going to have to gang tackle him. Especially when he gets into that secondary and some smaller guys. Yeah,
listed on the Mercyhurst roster as 6'5", 210 pounds. The senior quarterback for the Lakers, and like you said, Cody, so it's not like it's going to be, you could just go back there and give him a little tap and he's going to fall down. This is somebody they're going to have to hit and wrap up if they want to stop him. But that is something that they've done well through 5 games, 48.5 tackles for loss for this Eisenhower defense. Just phenomenal getting into the backfield. And as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, talking to Jim Penley, he said this group of linebackers that he has right now, Benji Bauer, Caleb Penley, and Tucker Lindell, they may not be the most talented naturally that he's ever had, but they're the highest IQ. They communicate better than anybody he's ever had, and they just don't get caught out of position.
And that'll be vital because they're going to have to watch Baum's movement, especially when he drops back to pass or rolls out and it's not a designed run. They're going to have to be able to make that quick adjustment from coverage to pursuing the quarterback as he scrambles for yards.
All right, with that, we are going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back more with the Rehab Center pregame show. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Welcome back into the Rehab Center pregame show, getting set for kickoff here in just under 10 minutes between Mercyhurst Prep and Eisenhower. District 10 Region 2 matchup. Sole possession of first place in the region on the line. Both teams come in undefeated in region play. And again, our game stream, as always, is brought to you by the Computer Guru in Leaper. Visit them online at computerguru.net. And if you have a fender bender, we can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car is proudly serving Warren County for 30 years. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you here for the YDL Sports Network. And again, Cody, this is one of those things. Mercyhurst coming in on a big roll. Obviously, Eisenhower is undefeated, but they haven't really been challenged yet. The Lakers came out, they lost their first two games, again to a very, very talented. The name is escaping me right now. I just totally lost my thought process there. I apologize. But they lost their first couple of games of the season. Fairview and Slippery Rock were those first two games. It's certainly no cakewalk out of the gate. But they've bounced back, got a big overtime win over Seneca, 28-27, and that seems to have really turned the tide for them.
Yeah, it has. And Eisenhower's had a little bit of competition this season, but I want to attribute – I don't want to take anything from those teams. But a big part of that, a big contributing factor to that has been penalties, turnovers, kind of not – we saw it a couple of times this season where they had the game, looked like they were going to be able to run away with it, team comes back or keeps it a ball game. So I don't know if that's particularly the stiff competition that they've had or – if it's more or less them kind of shooting themselves in the foot. But I want to go with the latter. So this game is going to be a very, very big test for Eisenhower.
Well, and the Lakers followed up that win, that 1-point win over Seneca with a touchdown win over a Northwestern team that just turned around a week ago and beat Oil City. Mm-hmm. And then they're coming in this week off a major win, a 47-14 drubbing over Franklin. And you want to talk about a balanced offense in that game. They passed for 217 yards, rushed for 215. You don't get much more balance than that.
No, they're 1 yard away from being completely balanced.
And talk about that rushing game. We mentioned, talked a lot about David Baum, and how could you not? Obviously one of the best quarterbacks in District 10. Mm-hmm. But when he's not running the ball, Craig Bucker, 21 carries, 87 yards. Jeremy Ganska, 15 for 21. And then Travarius Ramsey, 10 carries, 138 yards and a touchdown. So, they can come at you from different ways. And somebody else that you got to keep an eye on in the backfield and split out as a receiver, Jason Ellman has 22 receptions for 418 yards and 6 touchdowns, but they want to get the ball in his hands and let him make some plays.
Well, especially a passing offense, you want to get the ball in your playmaker's hands. And I expect that Mercyhurst is going to come out and I'm a little old school in thinking that teams are going to try the run first, establish the run, but I expect Mercyhurst to come out and just start firing. They don't want to get into a spot where they need to get out of their normal offensive game plan, and that's passing the ball and utilizing the many weapons that Baum has. So I expect them to come out firing.
And when he's not throwing at Ellman, Stephen Grayson, 15 receptions, 218 yards and 3 touchdowns. Josh Wiggenbach, 14 catches for 167 yards. Again, so it's not just a one-man show for the Lakers when they go to that passing game.
Right, and being able to pass the ball around is a terrible thing for a defense to have to try to defend. Usually you can try to shut down one receiver and then force that quarterback to pass to guys that maybe he's not so confident in. But if Baum's passing the ball around and he's confident in every receiver on the field, including running backs coming out of the backfield, that's a headache. That's a headache right from the start of the game.
And again, that comes back to those linebackers that we talked about for the Knights. Really have to maintain their assignments, stay home, and not over pursue and get caught. Because again, any one of these Lakers players, if they get out in the open field, can bust one loose. And then on the flip side, we talked about Benji Bauer had a huge game against Seneca, set a school record with 5 rushing touchdowns. Followed that up with 200 yards or almost 200 yards and a couple more scores last week against Lakeview. And Tucker Lindell has really been a pleasant surprise for the Knights. Doesn't carry it often, just 36 times through the 5 games. Has 263 yards and a couple of scores. But when he does get the ball, that's hard punishing running.
Well, and Bauer has been all over the place on offense and defense. Being able to go to Lindell in some of these rushing situations has been vital to keeping Bauer healthy.
All right, with that, we're going to turn it over to the Eisenhower High School Marching Band for the National Anthem. In the Eisenhower High School Marching Band with our national anthem. With that, we're going to turn now to our players to watch, brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. They can put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com.
My players to watch, the obvious one for Mercyhurst is going to be David Baum. I mean, the offense runs through him. He's such a weapon. He has size, he has speed, he has talent. I mean, he's everything you want in a quarterback. And if he's able to be successful, then Mercyhurst is going to be successful. I mean, they go hand in hand. That's the stats say it. You watch it, you see it. David Baum's my player to watch for Mercyhurst. On the flip side for Eisenhower, I'm going to go with Sean Pascuzzi because I think he's going to have to step up today. He's going to, he's had times where he's had to embrace that quarterback position since he's taken over last season. But this will probably be the first game where he's really had to carry the weight of the offense at times. And maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe Benji Bauer will run all over the place. But I think Sean Pascuzzi is going to have a big night tonight.
All right, those are our players to watch. Again, brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. And now it's time for our keys to the game, brought to you by Warren County Visitors Bureau, Pennsylvania's all-season destination. Warren County, simple, pure, real.
Well, this is simple, pure, and real. Mercyhurst, keys to the game. They need to stop the run for Eisenhower. Force them to pass. Because Sean Pascuzzi has not had to do that a lot, force them to do something that's out of their element a little bit and try to take advantage of that. On the Eisenhower side, try to contain David Baum. You're not going to stop him, but try to contain him. Try to limit his success. Rattle him up. Blitz him. Do things to get him out of his rhythm so that he doesn't just go up and down the field torching you all night.
All right, those are our keys to the game. Again, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Visit them online at wcvb.net/events to see everything going on in Warren County. That'll wrap up the Rehab Center pregame show. It's now time for our first quarter, brought to you tonight by the Elwood National Forge. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. And Eisenhower will receive the opening kickoff here.
Junior high played a game here last night, so can imagine there's some spots that are a little ripped up.
And it will be number 44, Garrett McGuire, kicking off for the Lakers.
Receiving the ball in their south end zone.
Sean Pascuzzi, Keegan Ekstrom, and Ryan Chambers back deep to receive for the Knights.
44, McGuire to kick off.
And McGuire kicks. Pascuzzi receives it. And big hole for Sean Pascuzzi, trying to break a tackle. The ball's taken away. What a takeaway by Mercyhurst to start the game.
Mercyhurst recovers on the 50-yard line. Had a pretty good return going there.
Looks like number 22, Hunter Razanauskas, just came from behind and stripped the ball right away from him.
Right out of his hands. I don't know if they've really, again, going back to the competition that they've faced, these guys, Mercyhurst, they're not messing around. These guys are going to come for you, and you can't be lax on any play. You can't have the ball hanging out there on any play at all.
And I do apologize. I misread the number there. That was 27, Jesse Long, not 22, Razanauskas on the strip there of Pascuzzi on the opening kickoff. So we'll see not the Knights offense, but the Lakers offense to get this one underway. They take over right at midfield. And one of those things you talked about, Cody, turnovers, and we see one right out of the gate as Baum comes out in the gun, sends a man in motion, sends another. And Baum going to roll. This looks like a designed run. Baum trying to get the edge, and big collision there at midfield between Baum and Benji Bauer. And if that's any indication of how this thing's going to go, Cody, we're going to be in for a physical contest here tonight.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure who got the worst of that. Baum lowered his shoulder, and Bauer went in headstrong. So it's going to be a tough night for both of them.
Pick up a yard on the play for David Baum. Lakers come out, two receivers each side. Sends a man in motion. That's Ellman. And Ellman's going to get the carry. Trying to get the corner. Avoids one tackle. Not going to escape the second, but he will have enough for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Lakers.
Ellman around the right side here. That's enough for Mercyhurst. First down.
And you saw that speed there of Jason Ellman.
Speed and elusiveness. Kind of pulled a sort of matrix move there to dodge that tackle.
First and 10 for Mercyhurst on the Eisenhower 38. And the give this time off the left side. It's Jeremy Ganska down the sideline. Ganska still on his feet, is finally tripped up.
Number 14 for Mercyhurst. Don't even have that number on my roster. Actually,
and the Lakers are down inside the Pizza Hut red zone.
Big yardage.
Trying to turn this turnover into points. And 2 plays, and they are in the red zone. You can order a fresh hot pizza right now on pizzahut.com. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut. That's another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Lakers. And they give to Ganska again off right tackle. Not much there this time.
Another hand off to Ganska this time.
Looks like he'll pick up a couple, give him 3 down to the 15. Make it 2nd and 7.
3 to the 15. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, and this is a good place for Eisenhower's defense to really show up. They're able to tighten up their defense a little bit and not get spread out so that Baum has as much room to read the field and pick a running lane if he has to. They really can step up here and make a stop. That'd say something.
Baum on the option. He's going to cut up the middle. Found a little bit of space. Looks like he's going to pick up 4 down to the 11. Bring up a 3rd and 3. So Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down coming up for the Lakers. You know, we spent most of the pregame, Cody, talking about the prolific passing game of Mercyhurst Prep. Yeah. They have yet to attempt a pass here on this drive.
Well, Well, that's the old school stuff that I like, but I expect that it's coming. It's coming sooner than later.
3rd and 3 coming up. 2 receivers to the far side. Now he's throwing. He's got a man wide open and overthrew him. Missed opportunity there. Looks like he was looking for Josh Wingenbach and just overthrew him. And Wingenbach was all alone.
Yeah, all he had to do was pull that in and turn right upfield. And, he was going to score a touchdown. And I kind of like what Mercyhurst has done. They ran 5 running plays before having their first pass play. They draw that Eisenhower defense in a little tighter, a little closer to the line, and especially when you're down in the red zone, defenses tend to think you're gonna run the ball more than you're gonna pass the ball. And it seemed to work on the play. The throw was just off.
4th and 3. Ball back to pass. Throwing, and it's tipped and incomplete. Garrett Jensen on the tip for Eisenhower, and the Knights will turn it over on downs.
They will take over on their own 11-yard line, 1st and 10.
So Eisenhower escapes the turnover on the kickoff without giving up points, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 11.
And that was huge. I mean, obviously, fumbling on your opening kickoff return is a big blunder, but you save it right there by stepping up on defense inside the red zone.
Pascuzzi comes out under center, going to give to Bauer. Bauer turns the corner, gets away from one man, and then is gang tackled out. Looks like he's going to have enough for a 1st down. Went right off left tackle. He's out across the 20.
Just shy of 10, so we'll call it 2nd and 1.
And that's as close to a 10-yard gain as you can get without getting it. It's call that 9 3/4 or something, but it's the nose of the football just shy of the 21-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and inches here for the Knights. White Lookenhouse split out wide to the far side. And Pascuzzi fakes the Bauer, gives to Ekstrom. Ekstrom off right tackle. Had a space there for a second, but then was brought down by Riley.
I like the play design. Had Ekstrom been able to break that first tackle, there wasn't anybody there for at least another 10 yards.
He did get enough for a Titan Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for Eisenhower, 1st and 10 at their 23.
I can't hear that.
First possession of the game after a 4th down stop, and we're going to get a penalty there. That was Razanauskas this time for sure, 22. Looked like he was coming on the blitz, tried to hold up, and Pascuzzi changed the cadence just enough, and Razanauskas was unable to stop his momentum. So that'll make it 1st and 5 from the 28. Pascuzzi back to pass. Has Bauer in the flat. Shakes a tackle in the backfield. Benji Bauer now dragging defenders out across the 35 to the 36. That'll be another Titan Nesta Builder Supply 1st down for Eisenhower.
Knights have the ground game going already early on in the game here.
Out to their 36.
To the 36-yard line. Ready at 1st and 10.
It'll be Lindell and Bauer in the eye for Eisenhower. Pitch to Bauer. Trying to turn the corner. Stiff arm, but brought down. Another solid game for Benji Bauer.
Boy, that's going to be close, Brian. He's right there.
He is up just over the 40.
He's out to the 46, and they are going to call that a 1st down. So another 10-yard run for Benji Bauer. 1st and 10, Eisenhower at its own 46. Fake to Bauer. Pascuzzi rolling right, looking, and he's got Chris Punk. Chris Punk's got a whole lot of field in front of him. Cuts back inside. Chris Punk still on his feet. It's a foot race for Punk. Can he get there? and pulled down inside the 5. Big chunk play there from Pascuzzi to Bunk. Stephen Grayson was able to run him down inside the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal for Eisenhower at the 3. That was 51 yards from Pascuzzi to Bunk on that play.
Off of maybe an 8-yard pass.
First and goal now for the Knights. They'll give it to Bauer off right tackle, and he's swallowed up immediately by a host of Lakers. Grayson in there first, along with Carson Mertz. And that pushed Bauer back all the way back to the 6. So a 3-yard loss on that play. Make it second and goal for the Knights.
So far, I've really liked how the Eisenhower offense's play calling has been going. They've really mixed it up with rollouts and dropbacks and little swing passes, and obviously rushing from Bauer. It's been a good mix, a good healthy mix to get down the field.
Second and goal coming up, and Pascuzzi gets the Lakers to jump again, and it is offsides on Mercyhurst, so the ball will move back to the 3.
I know, Brian, I was saying it about Eisenhower being on the negative side of this, but taking advantage of penalties. And one way you can do that is to create the penalty. And Pascuzzi's doing that very well right now with his cadence.
So it is still second and goal here for Eisenhower. And Pascuzzi's got it, trying to roll away. Pascuzzi's going to tuck and run and in. For the Eisenhower touchdown, it is Sean Pascuzzi on the 3-yard run. And the Knights take advantage of that turnover on downs.
4 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Knights strike first.
And put 6 on the board. Cole Kellogg will come in to attempt the extra point. His kick is up, and it is good. So it is 7-0 Eisenhower here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. We'll be right back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And we're back here at Eisenhower High School. A 3-yard Sean Pascuzzi run has the Knights in front of the visiting Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 7-0, 4:50 to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Cole Kellogg set to kick for Eisenhower. And it is Paul Johnson and Jason Ellman back to receive for the Lakers. Kellogg kicks it, and the up man has a little trouble with it, but does get it back right around the 25, and then is swallowed up by Eisenhower. That's number 8, Amir Jones, on the return.
That's that famed squib kick that Eisenhower does so well. We saw last week that they kicked a little bit more downfield, but I expect tonight they're going to try to take advantage of every opportunity they can, and creating turnovers is certainly an area where they can excel.
So we'll see what Mercyhurst is able to do with its second possession of the ball game here. Got down inside the red zone to start the game, but then could not convert. Ball missed a wide open Josh Wiggenbach that would have been a touchdown, and instead the Lakers turn it over. Baum gives to Ganska down the left side. Ganska's got a whole lot of room in front of him, still on his feet, and they rule him out of bounds. Ganska comes out of the pile there. But that is going to be another Tie Nested Builder Supply first down. We'll see where they mark them out. Just across midfield at the Eisenhower 49.
Territory at the 49-yard line.
So just like that, the Lakers respond with a big play on first down, are back in Eisenhower territory.
Well, that's what you can do when you have a high-powered offense.
And Baum gives to Ganska again. They're going to try the right side. Breaks away from one tackle. Ganska going down the sideline, cuts back inside. It's taken down.
There is a flag on the field.
14 Ganska again, this time around the right side. Up to
And the flag is back by the 46. It's going to be a hold on Mercyhurst Prep. So wipe out that big gain for Ganska.
It wipes out the big game, but this could end up being a bit of a concern for Eisenhower. Ganska is running at will on the outside. They're going to have to find a way to try to push him back inside to their better tacklers or linebackers and their defensive linemen and try to get them swarmed up on the inside.
And that's what we talked about. This speed on the edge is something the Knights have not seen thus far this season. And so far, Mercyhurst Prep been able to exploit it. That penalty moves them back to their own 43. So a big loss. They go from down inside the Eisenhower 30 back to their own 43. Baum gives to Ganska. He's going to go left side again. And this time he's going to be stopped for a loss.
That's exactly what they needed to do, Brian. Don't let him get into that open space.
number 21, Mike.
And that was Mike Beaver on the tackle for loss for the Knights. We'll bring up a second and
long,
very long.
Very, very long. 22, I believe.
22, yes.
I'm sorry, second down, the penalty.
Second and 22 here for the Lakers. You know, and again, Cody, they've only attempted 2 passes so far.
Right. Both incomplete.
The one was just a misfire. The other was tipped by Garrett Jensen. Baum back to pass now, looking in trouble, and now he's got some room to escape. Fires, the receiver fell down. He had an open man there, was Wiggenbach, but Wiggenbach fell down.
Well, and you know, we've had a lot of rain over the last week or so, and we heard the PA announcer earlier talking about a junior high football game that was played on this same field yesterday. So it's a little muddy. You can see it out there. It's a little muddy, a little slick, I'm sure. And that works to Eisenhower's advantage because you can run in the mud, but trying to have a passing game in the mud is difficult to do.
The Lakers take a timeout. We will take it with them. You are watching Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Welcome back to Eisenhower High School. The Knights leading, visiting Mercyhurst Prep 7-0. 3:16 to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you here for the YDL Sports Network. A 3rd and 22 coming up here for the Lakers out of this timeout. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning to get you moving again. Baum going to have 2 receivers to each side. Ganska the sidecar. Baum back to pass. Under pressure. Baum rolling. Bunk chasing. Baum finds a man. It's caught. And out close to a first down. That was Elman. It'll depend on the spot, and they are going to put him back to the 41, so he's going to be about a yard shy. But a big play there as Baum was able to escape the pressure from Chris Bunk and find Elman in the middle of the field for a big gain. 21.
And
or 20, excuse me.
I think Eisenhower defended that very well. They put the pressure on him. But when you're facing a team that is so good at the pass and has such a talented quarterback, he's going to make plays. Now it's up to Eisenhower to not let them convert this first down or this fourth down.
4th and 2 coming here. Second fourth down facing the Lakers. Got to get it off in a hurry. Baum under center. Does get the play off. Gives right up the gut to Ganska. He's stopped, but it looks like he fell forward just enough to get the first down. And he does. Ganska was hit in the backfield, but was able to spin away just enough to pick up the first down yardage for the Lakers. A Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down, and the Mercyhurst drive continues.
Yeah, that's tough, Brian. I mean, this is a drive that you had them. You pretty much had the offense on their heels at their own 39, and now they're sitting on your 38 2 plays later.
1st and 10 for the Lakers. And Baum pitches to Ganska, trying to get the left corner again. Going to pick up a couple before he's brought down. Better job that time by the Knights defense of stringing that play out. Didn't allow Ganska to get the edge.
Pick up a 2 yards. They're going to call it 2nd and 8.
He gets up to the Eisenhower 36, a gain of 2. We'll make it 2nd and 8 coming up for the Lakers.
Ganska has 47 yards on 6 carries. 2 of those are over 20 yards. They were huge runs, one on the first drive and one on this drive. 7.8 yards per carry for Ganska.
Wiggenbach split near side. They fake the pitch, and Baum's going to keep it himself. Designed run, and then Baum runs out of bounds. Looks like right around the 35.
Mike Vanetta hot in pursuit.
And they will mark him out right at the 35-yard line.
All that for a yard.
We'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Another Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning 3rd down coming up for the Lakers.
Ball resting pretty squarely on the 35-yard line.
As we're under a minute to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter from Eisenhower. Knights leading the Lakers 7-0. A 51-yard pass from Pascuzzi to Chris Bunk set up the 3-yard Pascuzzi run. Lakers trying to answer. They give to Ganska off left tackle again and hit right as he hit the line of scrimmage. And stopped there by Benji Bauer.
Yeah, Eisenhower seems to be sniffing out these Ganska runs after getting burned a couple of times. They're really starting to shut them down.
So another 4th down coming here for Mercyhurst. This is a 4th and 7 from the Eisenhower 35. Kind of in no man's land here. I mean, this would be a long kick for a Division I or NFL kicker.
Yeah.
Certainly in high school, but you don't want to necessarily punt the ball away here either. And we'll see. Lakers may take the quarter break here to let this one. Well, no, they're not going to be able to. They've got to get the one snap off. And instead, they are going to call a timeout. And, our clock went ahead a little bit. There's actually 7 seconds left on the game clock. So we'll stay right here.
You know, Brian, that works to Eisenhower's advantage. There a little bit of clock management issues on the Mercyhurst side, forcing a timeout. This is clearly going to be a tight game, and that timeout could prove to be pretty crucial at the end of that first half.
Second of the quarter. And while we have a timeout, we want to let you know it's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance to start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. So we come out of that timeout. 7 seconds to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Eisenhower leads Mercyhurst Prep 7-0. 4th and 7 for the Lakers. And Baum this time.
A little bit of their own medicine on that.
Draws off the Knights. That'll make this 4th down a little easier.
And indeed, so now it'll make it 4th and 2.
As they move the ball up to the 30, it'll be 4th and 2 coming up here for Mercyhurst Prep. And again, with 7 seconds to go in the quarter, why not try it again? See if you can't get them to jump off sides, get a free first down before the end of this quarter.
It certainly can't hurt.
The officials are meeting right at the 35 where the ball is spotted. And you can see Benji Powers signaling that, hey, no, we were drawn off sides. And they are going to change this call. This is going to be a false start on the Lakers. So apparently the linesman on the far side of the field opposite from us saw some movement on the Mercyhurst.
We're going to put a little bit of time back on the clock. So it's going to be a full
And you don't see
7
too many
seconds.
reversed calls in high school football. Obviously, there's not any replay.
Denny's on.
It seems to be the way the call is called initially is what they stick with. So that worked out for Eisenhower.
And so now it will be 4th and 12, and now Mercyhurst will set the punt team. It'll be Ekstrom back deep to receive.
In the quarter, mind you.
And the kick is away. And Ekstrom's just going to let it bounce, and it goes into the end zone for the touchback. And that is how the Elwood National Forge first quarter will end here. After 12 minutes, it's Eisenhower 7, Mercyhurst 0. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill at Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, getting set to start the second quarter. Our second quarter tonight brought to you by Icy Ink in Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's icyink.com. And the Knights will have possession to start the second quarter following a Mercyhurst punt. Eisenhower leading 7-0 here. Second possession, just the second possession of the game coming up for Eisenhower. They received the opening kickoff, but Sean Pascuzzi had the ball stripped on the return, and it was recovered by Mercyhurst. So it is 1st and 10, Eisenhower at its own 20 after the touchback on the punt. The give to Tucker Lindell right up the gut. Solid game there for Lindell of 5 yards.
Lindell gets us underway in the second quarter, 5 yards on a first down carry.
No, those are those runs, Cody, that we talk about, the 4 and 5 yards at a time. Don't necessarily show up on the stat sheet, but they keep you on schedule, keep moving the chains when you get them in those positions, and they're hard runs, especially from Lindell.
Yeah.
Just lowers the shoulder, doesn't try to avoid anybody.
Yes.
2nd and 5 for the Knights. And Pascuzzi pitches to Bauer. Going to turn the corner off the left side. Benji Bauer picks up a block downfield, still on his feet, out across the 45. And that'll be a Ty Nestor Builder Supply first down for Benji Bauer and Eisenhower.
He's up over the Knights 45. They're going to spot it. Looks like about the 40.
You got to give credit to the Eisenhower blocking right now. The first drive, they blocked really well for Bauer. This drive, they're doing the same, and the receivers especially are stepping up in the blocking game and not having Bauer have to break tackles at the line of scrimmage on every carry.
I think that was Bunk who gave him that extra block downfield to spring him for some extra yards. 1st and 10, fake to Bauer, give to Ekstrom. Avoids a tackle in the backfield. Now Keegan Ekstrom trying to turn the corner. And he'll get out across midfield to the Mercyhurst 46.
A really good block there. You see Mike Vanetta set that up perfectly for him there. And Ekstrom is up in the Mercyhurst.
And that was a gain of 8 for Ekstrom.
Up to their
Brings up 2nd and 2.
line.
Eisenhower is 64 yards rushing so far on just 9 carries.
Wyatt Lookenhouse split up top as we see things. Lindell and Bauer in the eye. Almost got him again. They give to Bauer off left tackle. And Bauer just plows his way ahead. Runs into a pile.
Knights run the inside ISO play with Bauer there.
And that will be another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down.
That would be an Eisenhower first down.
This drive is being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippensville and Ty Nesta. Visit them online at tynestabuilders.us.
Puts Bauer over 50 yards. He's got 51 right now. 8.5 yards per carry for Bauer.
You're liking this new stat formula you got, aren't you? You're giving me all kinds of new stuff tonight.
I'm loving it.
1st and 10 for Eisenhower from the Mercyhurst 41. Pitches to Bauer off the left side. And Bauer will get out down to, looks like about the 36. And they're actually going to mark him at the 37, so a 4-yard pickup. We'll make it 2nd and 6 here for the Knights.
I'd say it's more like 4. We'll call 2nd and 6.
As we hit the 9-minute mark here in the Icy Ink second quarter. Pascuzzi drops back to pass for the first time. Under pressure, hit as he throws. Second pass there. No signal yet. Bunk's got it. Are they going to call that a reception?
From up here, it was.
It is a catch for Chris Bunk. Nice catch there. Pascuzzi hit right as he threw. And diving catch there by Chris Bunk. And my mistake, I said that was his first. It was actually his second, both to Bunk. That big one in the first quarter set up the touchdown.
Well, he doesn't have to pass often, so sometimes it's easy to forget one pass to the other. But they really seem to be on the same page with Pascuzzi and Bunk, and that's something you mentioned in a previous game that they were trying to establish.
And the pitch goes awry, and Mercyhurst is going to fall. No, it's still loose, and it looks like Eisenhower falls on it. Pascuzzi recovers, but big loss there on 3rd down. We'll bring up a 4th and very long. You know, Cody, we talked about the rain and the junior high game. You know, it was mid-60s here today and now dropping rapidly in temperature. And so that's going to, you know, potentially play havoc, cause some moisture to come on the ball and on the grass. And
yeah, I don't think playing conditions are going to get any better tonight.
Big kick there by Eisenhower is going to roll dead inside the 20.
15.
To the 15-yard line. Benji Bauer on the punt. Pins Mercyhurst deep. Lakers will have to go 85 yards here to try to tie this one up. And again, our second quarter tonight brought to you by Icy Ink and Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear Icy. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. Also want to say thank you to the Hub at PF in Russell for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. First down coming for Mercyhurst from its own 15. They send Elman in motion, and they're going to give to him right around the right side. And we've got a flag down here on the near side of the field.
That's going to be coming back.
And that was one of those little shovel passes, Cody, that have really gained in popularity among offensive coordinators here in the last couple of years.
Well, it's such a sneaky, quick way to get the ball to a playmaker coming around.
Against Mercyhurst Prep.
Unfortunately for Mercyhurst, it is negated.
A block in the back penalty on the Lakers will bring that one back. Now it looks like they're going to mark it down at the 10. We'll make it, or excuse me, at the 9. We'll make it 1st and 16.
So that's going to put the ball back in the 9-yard line.
And see, with Eisenhower, we talked a lot about how Mercyhurst likes to pass. With Eisenhower putting them in 1st and long, it starts to kind of move that needle towards they're going to force them to pass. And at least then you have a good idea as a defense on what to look for.
2 receivers to each side for Baum. Ganska, the sidecar to his right, sends Elman in motion. And this time they give to Ganska with a huge hole off the left side. Ganska with a stiff arm to Pascuzzi goes out of bounds out to the 45. Now, that was a gaping hole there for Ganska to run through. I think I could have run through that hole, Cody.
Yeah. And I like what they did with Ganska. They on the last drive, they were finding success with him on the outside. Eisenhower pretty much shut that down. So now they're bringing him back inside. They're basically telling the Eisenhower defense, you want him to run inside? Okay, we'll have him run inside. And they made him pay for it.
So another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Lakers at their own 45, excuse me. And Baum drops back to pass, looking all kinds of time. And now going to get pressured by Bunk, escapes, and Baum directing traffic. And a diving catch there by Wingenbach. And that's going to go for about 12. Give them another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down.
And that is a first down into Knights territory.
They are now at the Eisenhower 43.
And Baum being able to roll out with his size and speed, see over defenders, find the open man, that's all talent. And it's tough to defend.
1st and 10 for Mercyhurst. And Baum pitches to Elman. Gets a nice block there from Wingenbach to spring him down the sideline.
Number 6, Elman.
Elman on the carry. And again, a nice block there from Wingenbach in the backfield as Bunk was in trying to blow up that play.
Yeah, and the way that play is designed, they're allowing the defender to come in and trying to contain him inside, block him inside, and let that running back get around the outside there because he's already going to be pushed back 8-9 yards on the pitch.
Here for the Lakers. Ball back to pass. Looking, fires. Got a man. It's caught. And that's Grayson down the sideline. Lost the ball going out of bounds. But possession will stay with the Lakers.
Baum throws the ball to number 1, Grayson,
and it is another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Mercyhurst.
Already gotten all the way down to the Eisenhower.
This drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippensville and Ty Nesta. Visit them online at tynestabuilders.us. Very effective drive thus far for Mercyhurst. And Baum going to give to Grayson coming across now. Not much doing there. Gain of maybe a yard on the play. Or excuse me, that was Wingenbach, not Grayson on that.
Second down and 8.
Makes it 2nd and 9 as the Lakers are trying to answer that touchdown from Eisenhower in the first quarter. And Baum's going to keep it himself this time. Going to pick up a couple and then is brought down
Lindell is right there
by Lindell.
Managed to pick up a couple yards.
And he's down to the Eisenhower, looks like the 11. That'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd and 5 for Mercyhurst. Certainly in 4-down territory here. Baum has 2 receivers to each side, drops back to pass, throws, he's got a man, caught and hit immediately. That was Wiggenbach. And he's down to the, looks like the 2.
Number 3, Wingenbach.
That'll give him a first down, Brian. A fresh set of downs to try to get into the end zone from the 2-yard line.
First and goal coming up for the Lakers from the 2. As we approach 4.5 minutes to go here in the Icy Ink second quarter from Eisenhower. Again, these teams battling for sole possession of first place in District 10 Region 2. Baum back to pass, under pressure, throws, and it is caught for the touchdown. Wiggenbach. And we will see Garrett McGuire come on to attempt the extra point and tie this one up.
So we got McGuire on for the extra point attempt for Mercyhurst.
Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good for McGuire. And with just over 4 minutes to go here in the Icy Ink second quarter, we are knotted at 7. Eisenhower and Mercyhurst will be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
We're back here at Eisenhower High School. A 2-yard pass from David Baum to Josh Wiggenbach has tied this game at 7. Lakers getting set to kick off. It'll be McGuire doing the kicking. And Pascuzzi, Ekstrom, and Ryan Chambers back deep to receive for the Knights.
After those first 3 incomplete passes by Baum, he's went 5 for 5, has 61 yards. Obviously has that touchdown that just got the touchdown here on the last drive.
McGuire kicks a short one. He's fielded. And coming up the field for Eisenhower, I believe that's Beaver on the return.
Boy, he was
out to the
holding
40.
That ball out there,
yeah.
Having flashbacks of the opening kickoff.
Uh-huh. And that's where Eisenhower will take over.
So with 4:13 remaining,
again, just a really impressive scoring drive for the Lakers. Went 85 yards.
Yeah, they've ran 23 plays this half. They have 176 yards, 61 of them in the air, 115 surprisingly on the ground. I didn't see it being lopsided in favor of rushing to start the game.
Lindell and Bauer in the eye for Pascuzzi. He's under center, going to give to Bauer off left tackle. And Benji Bauer picks his way through, picks up a block. Bauer's down the sideline, hurdles a man, and stays on his feet before getting pushed out of bounds. And a little athleticism shown there by Benji Bauer with the hurdle. The man wasn't standing up, but still had to hurdle the man to get some extra yards.
Yeah, we get caught up in the strength and the power of Benji Bauer, but he has shown his elusiveness and his speed several times this season, and just like there with the hurdle.
Another tightness to Builder Supply first down for Eisenhower into Mercyhurst territory at the Lakers 27. And Pascuzzi will pitch to Bauer, evades a tackle in the backfield, is pulled from behind, still on his feet, and down inside the 20.
And Mercyhurst 20, we're going to start at the 19.
That carry there puts Benji Bauer over 100 yards with 106, 9 carries. He's got 2 carries for over 20 yards, 11.8 yards per carry.
And the Knights are in the Pizza Hut red zone. You can order a fresh hot pizza from Pizza Hut right now at pizzahut.com. Nobody out-pizzas the Hut. 2nd and 2 coming up. And they try to give it to Lindell, and he's smacked right at the line of scrimmage. Sky Lou coming in for the Lakers. Talented freshman. Looks like about a loss of a yard there back to the 20. Will make it 3rd and 3. And Sky Lou just blew that play right up. It's not often you see Tucker Lindell get bounced backwards for a loss. Pascuzzi pitches to Bauer. Left side, Lindell with a block. Bauer cutting, goes to the corner, and Benji Bauer's going to score.
What a way to fire back for Eisenhower on the back of Benji Bauer, who's just having himself probably one of his best rushing nights that we've seen. The way he's moving and finding lanes. And this Mercyhurst defense it's not an easy defense to try to run through. and Benji Bauer is just having a field day right now. He's certainly the hot hand.
Showing patience, but cutting. As soon as he sees that lane, he's putting the foot down. Kellogg's kick is no good. And again, in a game that's we anticipate going to be close, these extra points can be vital sometimes. But with just under 3 minutes to go here in the Icy Ink second quarter, it is Eisenhower 13, Mercyhurst 7. We'll be back with more Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
A 20-yard run by Benji Bauer has put Eisenhower back in front, 13-7 here in the Icy Ink second quarter from Eisenhower. Cole Kellogg getting set to kick for the Knights. And now we have a guessing game, Cody. Is he going to kick deep? Is he going to squib? Something in between?
I think you go with the squib. They were able to get it up.
And there it is, the squib. Bouncing ball is fielded and wisely just fallen on there by Ramir Wallace.
Mercyhurst has a lot of talent, a lot of athletic kids on their team. If you're able to make them just have to fall on the ball at their own 35, that's far better than giving them the opportunity to pick up speed, find a lane, and get across midfield.
First down coming for the Lakers. Went 85 yards on their last possession for a touchdown. We'll have 2:37 to try to score here. And the Lakers will get the ball to start the second half. The ball will be back in the gun with Ganska to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Ball back to pass. Looking, has Elman, and he just missed him. Little behind.
Well, and that's what you were saying earlier, Brian. That ball might be a little bit slick there. That pass was behind, but it was certainly catchable. I believe I had a football coach in 7th grade that used to call it the Bolitnikov rule. If you can get your hands on it, you can catch it.
Well, and that pass too, as Elman was running the route, you could see it was almost like he was surprised that there was that much open field for him to run to. Nonetheless, it is 2nd and 10 here for the Lakers. Ball back to pass again. Has Elman again. This time he hits him. And Elman is brought down. Ran backwards a little bit. Ends up being stopped at the 38. We'll make it 3rd and 7. Baum looking. As Wiggenbach in the flat, a major hold there. Yeah, this one's coming back no matter what. Big catch would be a first down, but there was a whole lot of jersey being grabbed. Michael Beaver, you can see, still trying to readjust his jersey there. Could not get away.
There appeared to be a hold on that play.
I mean, that's their sixth penalty of the half. They have 45 yards in penalties. This is something that we've seen in the past from Eisenhower be something to bring them down, and they have played they played a perfectly clean game. There's no penalties so far on Eisenhower.
So now the ball is back to the 19.
So 2 minutes to go here in the Icy Ink second quarter. Ball is back now on the Mercyhurst 21. Brings up a third and very long.
Forever.
Third and about 24 yards.
Elman in motion. Baum going to roll right. And Bunk trying to draw another flag. Baum fires. It's low and incomplete.
But it skips off the turf first, so
will bring up a fourth down for Mercyhurst. So costly penalty.
It's a huge penalty, and Eisenhower is putting a lot of pressure on Baum, just enough to push him out of the pocket, make him a little bit uncomfortable. And credit to the second level of the Eisenhower defense as well. They're getting in these passing lanes. They're throwing their hands up. They're trying to do anything they can to distract the receivers when that ball is coming at them, because Baum fires a rocket.
So it'll be McGuire on to punt. Ekstrom back very deep for Eisenhower. Pascuzzi up in front of him to catch a short kick. And McGuire gets the kick away, and Pascuzzi will take it just inside of midfield. Shakes past a couple, and we'll get into Mercyhurst territory at the Lakers 43.
That was a gutsy catch by Pascuzzi, because that punt was coming at him pretty fast, and we've seen this ball slick and a receiver drop a pass. We've seen some fumbles. So good job by Pascuzzi to haul that in and get on the other side of the 50.
So 142 to go here in the second quarter. Knights have all three timeouts to go 43 yards. They give to Bauer, cuts back inside. And he'll get down to the 37. And not using one of those three timeouts right here.
Gains about 6 yards on that play.
It'll be 2nd and 4 here for Eisenhower. Pascuzzi pitches to Bauer off left side. Bauer cuts in, and he's going to get out enough for a first down. And now Eisenhower's going to take a timeout. And Knights may have gotten away with the hold there on the left side of that line. But nonetheless, it is a Ty-Nesta Builder Supply first down for Eisenhower. They take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back. More high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Ty-Nesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, 1:14 to go in the Icy Ink second quarter. The Knights lead Mercyhurst 13-7. Eisenhower trying to put some more points on the board before the end of the first half. They are at the Mercyhurst 33, have a 1st and 10 coming out of this timeout. And the Knights have 2 timeouts remaining. They'll come out in the eye. And fake to Bauer. Pascuzzi rolling. Has Bunk, if you can see him, looking at House down deep in the, Ekstrom. Incomplete pass. And
a little surprised there wasn't any laundry on the field there.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of jersey being grabbed there by the defender on Keegan Ekstrom, but And maybe a little bit of a miss there from Pascuzzi. He had Bunk wide open.
That's where I thought
on the
he was
short
going.
route.
Yeah, and there wasn't anybody behind Bunk. He was at the very least was going to get the ball inside the 20.
Lots of whistling going
Got
on.
the
It looks like
whistles going. They had misspotted the ball. So it is 2nd and 10 from the 33. And Pascuzzi going to come out in the gun. Trips left. Bauer the sidecar to his left. Now sends a man in motion. It's Ekstrom. They fake to him. Pascuzzi drops back under pressure, trying to escape. And he is not going to. Pascuzzi's going to be sacked back near the 40.
A lot of pressure goes down. The Knights are going to have to use another timeout there.
We've got a timeout called.
So he's swatted down.
And that is Eisenhower's second of the half. And they're going to come out of this timeout with a 3rd and looks like 18.
Yeah, that was and Pascuzzi was trying to throw the ball away, but the Mercyhurst defenders were just too close to him and coming at him too fast. That had he brought that ball up and tried to throw it, it really would have risked a chance of a fumble or an errant interception. Unfortunately, he got into a position where taking the sack was the only option.
And that was Sean Sokolowski applying the pressure for Mercyhurst. So 1 timeout left, 52 seconds to go here in the half. It's 3rd and we're going to call it 16 for Eisenhower. How aggressive do you want to be here if you're the Knights, Cody?
I don't think you do anything too risky.
Pascuzzi rolls right, lots of pressure, fires, has Lookenhouse. He goes up and gets it, bounces off a tackle, and goes down inside the 15 to the 14. Well, when you got a guy like Lookenhouse who can go up and do that for you, you can afford to take a little bit of a chance.
Yeah, he has hops. He has a size advantage. That was a really nice pass from Pascuzzi on the run there, too.
He starts back up, so the Knights hurry up.
Pascuzzi fires out low for Jensen. And that'll stop the clock with 33 seconds to go.
Importantly, the Knights got a new set of downs because
that was a Ty-Nessa Builder Supply first down for Eisenhower. They now have 2nd and 10 from the Mercyhurst 14 with 33 seconds to go and 1 timeout left.
So lots of options here yet.
Pascuzzi in the gun. Fakes to Bauer. Pascuzzi trying to roll. He's not going to get away, and that's going to be a penalty as Pascuzzi. Sokolowski dragged Pascuzzi down by the back of the jersey.
He whipped him. I mean, he whipped him right around.
And that is a horse collar. At the high school level, when you grab even that back of the jersey right on the back of the pads there, you're going to get called for a horse collar.
Yeah,
and that is a call here.
And especially when you do it so violently, as that one was, where Pascuzzi ended up doing a head over heels roll there.
So that's going to move the ball to the 10. And we're going to have another conference as the line judge on the far side coming over to discuss. And the making the call there. So it is and they do wind the clock. Pascuzzi pitches to Bauer, going to try the right side. Lots of Lakers there. Bauer escapes one tackle, will fall forward for a couple of yards. And with 14 seconds left, Eisenhower's going to take its final timeout of the half. And they're going to have a 3rd and looks like about 5.
14.1 seconds.
And you got to think, Cody, more importantly than the downs, you basically got enough time for 2 shots into the end zone here.
Yeah, Yeah, you're going to be lucky to get 2 plays off. If I'm Mercyhurst, anything that is caught, you're just trying to keep it inbounds. Just try to get this clock to run out because it's not easy to get back up to the line of scrimmage and get another play off or spike the ball. So that has to be going through Mercyhurst's mind. I have to assume their coach had relayed that to them. Do not let them run out of bounds if they catch this pass.
All right, so
I'm assuming it's going to be
Eisenhower's going to come out with Pascuzzi under center, Lindell and Bauer in the eye. Luckenhouse split to the far side. Pascuzzi back to pass, dumps it off over the middle. It's tipped and broken up. Was trying to get a little dump off there to Chris Bunk, sneak him into the middle of the field, but Lakers were on top of it. So this will be a 4th down.
Much time, but that creates a 4th down situation. So,
and again, this is one they can get a 1st down, but like you said, Cody, I don't know that there's enough time if it's in the middle of the field. If they get out of bounds, obviously it's a different story, but anything in the middle of the field, going to be real tough for the Knights to get back up to the line and spike that ball.
I think you got to go for the end zone here.
Jensen split wide to the top. Pascuzzi pitches to Bauer, trying to go around the left side. Benji Bauer, he turns the corner, and he's in for the touchdown.
What a gutsy call. But, Brian, when time is not a factor anymore and it's your last play of the half, that opens up the whole playbook.
9-yard touchdown run for the Knights.
9 yards there for Benji Bauer, his 2nd touchdown of the half. We'll see now if Eisenhower maybe goes for 2 here after the missed PAT on the last touchdown, and they are. Now it's Luckenhouse split up top, Lindell and Bauer in the eye. Pascuzzi gives to Bauer off left side again, and Bauer dives in for the conversion. So with 3 seconds to go here in the first half, we'll stay right with it. It is now Eisenhower 21, Mercyhurst 7. What a clutch drive there from the Knights at the end of the half. And like you said, Cody, gutsy call on 4th down.
It was, and what I liked on that drive, obviously Bauer is who he is, and he runs well. Not as strong on that drive as he was on the previous, but Sean Pascuzzi was able to make some plays there, including just the threat of the pass that he made a couple of plays before that big penalty that got them down inside the 10. He made a pass on the run that honestly surprised me, but these are the moments that he needs to step up, like we were talking before the game started, and I think that he hasn't been called on a lot, but when he has, he's done really well, enough to where Mercyhurst feels like they need to continue to blitz him and keep him frazzled back there.
So it will be Kellogg kicking off here for the Knights. I got to imagine, Cody, they're going to squib this one, try to make the Lakers field it and burn a little bit of clock.
I would think so. With just 30 seconds left, this might be the last play.
And it is a squib, and it squeezes through, and Mercyhurst is able to fall on it.
With 1.5 seconds left.
And I'm just going to leave the clock at 0 because, well, I'll be surprised if Mercyhurst really wants to try something here. They are going to get the ball to start the second half. Do you maybe just go? I mean, obviously you can take a shot. You're maybe not going to get hurt by it, but the potential is there for, something strange to happen, and it comes back to bite you.
Something bizarre could happen. Baum could get sacked, and it could be a fumble return for a touchdown. I don't think the risk outweighs the reward, but Baum has a cannon, so maybe Mercyhurst decides to take advantage of that.
We will see what the Lakers do. They are at their own 45, and Baum does drop back to pass. He's under pressure. Beaver flushes him. Hit as he throws his bomb. He's got a man. It's Ganska. He makes the catch but falls down, and that will be the final play of the half. So after one half of play here at Eisenhower, it is Eisenhower 21, Mercyhurst Prep 7 will be back with the Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion halftime show and more. Allegheny Grill of Foxborough High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
That was the Eisenhower Knights Marching Band with their halftime performance here from Eisenhower High School in Russell. At the half of our football game, the Knights lead the visiting Mercyhurst Prep Lakers 21-7. This is the Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion halftime show. Detroit-style pizza is back for a limited time. You can order yours now online at pizzahut.com, where nobody out-pizzas the hot. Let's take a look at our halftime stats brought to you tonight by the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. The Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship are awarded to an athlete or athletes who compete in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and who display qualities of being a good person, a leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. You can find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award, and congratulations to Brockway Selena Buttery, the inaugural BHL Award winner. Cody, let's take a look at our halftime stats.
Well, Eisenhower has the 21-7 lead on the back of Benji Bowery. He has 14 carries, 136 yards. Behind him, there's been a couple of carries for Ekstrom, Pascuzzi, and Lindell, but hasn't really contributed too much. Bauer has 3 carries over 20 yards and 9.7 yards per carry. On the receiving end of things, Bunk leads with 2 receptions, 53 yards. One of which was over 20, 51-yard pass earlier in the first half. And Pascuzzi is 3 for 6, 78 yards. No interception so far in the first half. And he has a 50% completion rating. Looking at the team stats, right now, Eisenhower has 20 carries, 147 yards. Their total offense is 26 plays for 225 yards and one fumble lost, 1 fumble recovered, and 9 first downs for the Knights. We go over to Mercyhurst. David Baum has 4 carries for 10 yards.
So if you have a
Jason, am I saying that right,
Jason,
Brian? I
yep,
want
Jason
to make sure that I get that right. Jason has 2 carries for 21 yards, and Gansky has 8 carries for 83 yards. He's been just darting in and out of the Eisenhower defense. David Baum also he's 7 for 12, 94 yards passing, 58% completion rating. Elman is 2 receptions for 24 yards. Wingenbach. These names are tough for me, Brian. Wingenbach has 3 receptions for 23 yards. Grayson has 1 reception for 17, and Gansky has 1 for 30. Right now, even with they have 8 first downs, 27 plays, 209 yards. Total rushing, 115 yards on 15 carries, 94 yards passing total. The biggest difference, honestly, is the penalties. 7 penalties for 50 yards. On Mercyhurst.
All right, those are our halftime stats. Again, brought to you by the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. You can find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award. Let's take a look now at our scoring summary, brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital.
At the 4:50 mark in the first quarter, Sean Pascuzzi had a 3-yard run around the outside. Kellogg got the kick to go up 7-0. This was after that big 51-yard pass to Bunk earlier in the drive. At the 4:21 mark in the second quarter, it was Baum who was passing to Wingenbach on a 2-yard pass for the touchdown, and McGuire kicked the field goal to tie it up 7-7. At 2:42 in the second quarter, Bauer had a 20-yard run, and he had 61 yards rushing on that drive. Kellogg did miss the kick. The Knights were up 13-7, and with just 3 seconds left, Bauer had a 9-yard run and then tacked on 2 more himself to go up 21-7.
All right, that's our scoring summary brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close. And we'll take a look now at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Swift Kennedy & Company, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. Swift Kennedy, insurance with integrity since 1921. You can visit them online at swiftkennedyandco.com. Taking a look over in District 9, Keystone leads Ridgeway 20-12 in the second quarter. At the half, it's Otto Eldred 44, Sheffield 8. Red Bank Valley 17, Union AC Valley nothing at the half. That game can also be watched on the YDL Sports Network. In the second quarter, it's Brockway 14, Smethport 0. Again, another one of the 3 broadcasts we're bringing you here tonight on the YDL Sports Network. Second quarter, Montauk leads Bradford 22-19. St. Mary's and Brookville are scoreless in the second. At the half, it's Cameron County 24, Bucktail 8. And Central Clarion County 14, Karnes City 7. That game also at the half. That game's also being played at Clarion University tonight. In the second quarter, Clearfield leads Huntington 28-0. Coudersport has a 6-0 lead over Elk County Catholic at the half. Undefeated Crusaders having some trouble with the Falcons. At the half, it's Punxsutawney 16, DuBois nothing. And Port Allegheny 12, Kane nothing. That game also at the half. In District 10, I got to say, I'm surprised by this one, Cody. In the second quarter, Cathedral Prep 35, McDowell nothing.
Wow.
The way those two teams started the season, highly unexpected there. In the third quarter, it's Meadville 14, Oil City nothing. Cambridge Springs 14, Sagertown nothing. That game's in the first. And this one also in the first quarter. Cochranton 14, Lakeview 7. Mercer leads Maplewood 21-7 in the second. Seneca all over Iroquois in the first quarter, 47-0. Northwestern and Union City scoreless still, first quarter. Farrell 17, Wilmington nothing in the second. Slipper Rock leads Hickory 20-13. Sharpsville 28, Sharon 14, both those games in the second quarter. At the half, it is Fairview 24, Corey 7. And in the second quarter, Seneca Valley leads Butler 28-7. And Euclid, Ohio, 19, Erie nothing at the half. There are some other games going on, including Conneaut, Titusville, Warren, Franklin, Fort LaBeouf, Girard, Harbor Creek, General McLean, and Conneaut, Ohio, Northeast. No score reports from any of those games. And then tomorrow in District 10, Grove City will be at Greenville, and Reynolds will be at Kennedy Catholic. So that's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard. Again, brought to you by Swift Kennedy and Company. Visit them online at swiftkennedyandco.com. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Be back with our keys to the second half. This is the Pizza Hut of Grove City and Clarion halftime show. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
And we're back here at Eisenhower High School at the half. The Knights lead Mercyhurst Prep 21-7. We're going to take a look now at Cody's keys to the second half, brought to you by Icy Ink and Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
I think that for Mercyhurst, the key would be David Baum has to come out firing. I expect Mercyhurst to come out pass heavy in the second half. They've had success with the run, but now they're down 2 scores, and they need to score quick because they cannot stop Benji Bauer. They've been able to force Eisenhower to punt at times, but Benji Bauer is more or less running at will, chipping away at him, and when he finds a lane, he's unstoppable. So for Mercyhurst, Power has to come out, or Baum has to come out and just use everything that he's got at his advantage and try to bring Mercyhurst back. On the flip side, Eisenhower defensively has handled Baum very well. They put pressure on him. I said here in the first half about defenders are putting their arms up, hands up, whatever, to try to block those balls from getting to the receivers, block the viewing lanes. So if I'm Eisenhower, that I need to come out and I need to continue to be aggressive. Don't think you have this game won. This is not a team that is just going to fold. They're going to try to come back. So you got to put the foot on the gas and hammer down here in the third quarter.
All right, those are Cody's keys to the second half, brought to you by Icy Ink and Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Visit them online, icyink.com, icyink.com. That'll wrap up the Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion halftime show. Don't forget to order your hot, delicious pizza from Pizza Hut at pizzahut.com, where nobody out-pizzas the hut. And as we get set for the third quarter, want to let you know our third quarter tonight brought to you by Freedom Investment Management Group. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. And Mercyhurst Prep will receive the kick to start the third quarter, and we'll see if they're able to hold on to it. Eisenhower got the opening kickoff, and a brilliant play made by Jesse Long to strip Sean Pascuzzi of the ball. Knights ended up forcing a turnover on downs, went down the field and scored. But it will be Mercyhurst to start with the ball here to start the second half, trailing 21-7. And the Lakers have been able to move the ball. You just got to find a way to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, Eisenhower's defense has played about as good as you could expect him to play. As we were saying before the game, you're not going to stop Baum from making plays. You just need to try to rattle him a little bit, limit his mobility, and get in the passing lanes and try to break these plays up and limit the damage that he can do. And I think Eisenhower's done a phenomenal job with that so far.
Kellogg to kick, and he squibs it. They let it bounce, and it is fielded. And then brought down just inside the 40 at the 39. And that's where the Lakers will start the second half.
Snagged it, but be that as a main, Mercyhurst will take over first and 10 on their own 39-yard line.
You know, and a little bit surprising, the Lakers came out on their first possession and really established the run. We'll see if they stick with it here, trailing 14 to start the second half, as Baum will come out with two receivers to each side. Ganska sidecar to his right. He drops back to pass. Looking, fires over the middle. That's caught and then hit immediately by Tucker Lindell was Josh Wiggenbach. Give him, it's like 7 on the play. We'll make it 2nd and 3.
For 7 yards and bring up 2nd and 3.
And again, two receivers each side for Baum. Sends Elman in motion, and it'll go right to him. And Elman finds some space, gets to the sideline and before he is pushed out of bounds. But he will have enough for a tie nest to Builder Supply. First down for the Lakers.
He's into Knights territory, the 47-yard line, before he's dragged out of bounds.
Will be first down at the Eisenhower 47 for Mercyhurst. Opening possession of the second half here. Baum back to pass. Has all kinds of time, goes way down the field. And it is intercepted by Sean Pascuzzi. The Lakers take a shot, and Pascuzzi picks it off.
Wow, we were talking coming into the second half about that.
There is a flag all the way back at the 49. We'll see what the signal is. It is an illegal shift against the Lakers. That's going to be declined, and Eisenhower will take over. Deep in its own territory, though. Looks like they're going to spot that right at the 5-yard line. But what an athletic play by Sean Pascuzzi, was matching Elman stride for stride, and Pascuzzi just undercut the pass.
Yeah, if you look at the secondary, just before the ball is snapped, you see these corners. They tend to backpedal, given a little space. They're trying to contain everything underneath, and the entire secondary does that, and that allows them to get a jump on the route and have a little better view of the field.
Extra motion. Pascuzzi will give to Bauer, gaping hole on the right side, and then Bauer is cut down at the 12. Call it a 7-yard pickup there for Benji Bauer. Makes it 2nd and 3.
Yeah, coming into this half, we were talking about how that kick return to start the game, the ball was ripped out of Pascuzzi's hands, and you have to think after intercepting that he's feeling a lot better about that opening play.
2nd and 3 from their own 12 for the Knights. Trying to convert the Pascuzzi interception into points here. It's Lindell and Bauer in the eye. Cameron Jacobzak split near side. And they fake to Bauer, give to Ekstrom, and Ekstrom is tossed for a loss. Looked like Carter Hawkins in the backfield for the Lakers. And they're going to mark him down at the 8. So 4-yard loss there. We'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down for Eisenhower.
Yeah, and Ekstrom has speed, especially when he gets into the open field, and he's had some success finding running lanes in the middle of the field. But Mercyhurst defenders are pretty good-sized guys, and they have a very good wingspan to pull Ekstrom down.
Jensen split near side, and Pascuzzi drew him off again.
Let's see what they do here. Yeah, it's going to be offside on Mercyhurst.
And that's something, again, Cody, we've done a number of these Eisenhower games. We haven't seen the Knights utilize that hard count or going on 2, and Pascuzzi's done it to perfection so far here tonight.
That tells me that somebody saw something. Somebody went and watched Mercyhurst play, watched some tape, and they saw an area where they could take advantage of it.
So it's 3rd and 2 now. The pitch is to Bauer. Going to try to catch the corner, and he does, escapes a man, and gets out near the 30. We'll mark him down at the 28, but that will be a Ty Nestor Builder Supply 1st down for Benji Bauer.
Number 55, Justin Dar.
Cody, and while we have a quick second here, I found out at halftime that we have an international broadcast here tonight. A good friend of ours at the YDL Sports Network, Rick Rolin, watching in Africa this evening. You want to say hi to Rick, and thanks for tuning into this ball game. We're glad we could bring it to you. Pascuzzi fakes to Bauer, hits Bunk, and Bunk's got some space down the sideline, a little shuffle, and Chris Bunk will have a Ty Nestor Builder Supply 1st down for Eisenhower.
Well, we saw in the first half there was a missed opportunity to Bunk there towards the tail end of the half, and you have to think that the Knights have seen his ability to get open underneath, and they're going to take advantage of that here in the second.
And officials timeout. Not really sure what that one was about. I think the clock's still running on the out-of-bounds play, but it is 1st and 10 for Eisenhower at its own 41. And the give is to Bauer off the left side. Bauer trying to shake a tackle, not going to get away from Grayson, but does get out to the 47-yard line. 6-yard pickup for Bauer. We'll make it 2nd and 4.
Bauer's just running with just a different element tonight. And we've seen him have incredible games, but you can tell the way that he's running and cutting and seeing the field that he really wants this win. This is a game that means a lot to him.
2nd and 4 coming up for the Knights from the 47. It's Lindell and Bauer in the eye. Give us to Lindell this time, and Lindell's got a big hole up the middle. Nearly shook away from Grayson. but does get out across midfield and into Lakers territory for another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Eisenhower. This drive is being built by Ty Nesta Builders with locations in Shippenville and Ty Nesta. Find out more at tynestabuilders.eus.
3-yard line for another Eisenhower first down.
At the Mercyhurst 43 now. Pascuzzi gives to Lindell up the middle again. Another tough run there by Tucker Lindell. I'm not sure what it was. I could hear the Eisenhower coaches screaming for the Knights to snap the ball long before they did. Apparently the coaches up here in the booth saw something that the players on the field did not.
Well, once I started hearing them screaming like that, I was trying to look for something. I didn't see anything. But I like this. A couple of carries to Lindell. Give Bauer a little bit of a breather back there.
2nd and 7 here for Eisenhower. Now they go back to Bauer on the pitch off the right side. Picks up a big block there. Benji Bauer down to the 35.
Bauer slicing off to the left side or right side of offense there. He's up to the 45-yard line, so that's going to bring up.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Luke's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down here for Eisenhower.
5-yard line.
Bauer with 33 yards this half on 4 carries, averaging 8.3 yards per carry.
I would imagine, unless they have a big negative play, this is probably 4-down territory here for Eisenhower if they don't pick this up.
I would have to think so.
Jensen split near side. They're going to give the Bauer off left tackle. He's going to squirt his way through, and he's going to be close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it. And he does have enough to Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Eisenhower.
32-yard line.
And the Knights just keep marching down the field right now.
1st and 10 for the Knights.
Now to the Mercyhurst 32. Fake to Bauer. Pascuzzi under pressure, escapes, throws, has Lookenhouse diving, grab. Did he get it? No.
The hands of the Eisenhower receivers.
Would have been an incredible catch again there for Wyatt Lookenhouse, but couldn't quite hold on to that one.
I like the play call, though, Brian. They went run heavy and just keeping, they had that pass to Bunk, keeping the defense honest, not allowing them to play the run will just make Bauer's life much easier. He's not afraid to hit guys at the line of scrimmage, but I can't imagine he wants to.
So it makes it 2nd and 10 here from the 32. They pitch it to Bauer, and he's got some space down the sideline, try to tiptoe his way down, but is knocked out of bounds.
Bauer here to the near side.
And they'll mark him out at the 25, so 7-yard pickup there. We'll make it 3rd and 3.
25-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd and probably a pretty healthy 3 yards to get.
And again, like you said, it's 4-down territory that allows Eisenhower to open up that playbook a little bit. They're not constricted to just Tucker Lindell or Benji Bauer up the middle, or just trying to get those. They might be able to try a little pass or something, some trickery.
And again, the Eisenhower coaches, we can hear him yelling, go, go, go. The give right to Bauer, right up the gut. And he's going to have plenty for the first down and then some. The Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Knights on this drive.
Well, and I'm starting to wonder if the Eisenhower coaches are trying to keep Pascuzzi in the offense from allowing the defense to get set. They're trying to just keep that momentum going. Chewing up the clock is really good, but if you keep that momentum going and put another score on the board, that puts you in a great position for the rest of the half.
1st and 10. They're in the Pizza Hut red zone again for Eisenhower. Pascuzzi fakes to Bauer, drops back to pass. Bunk's got another one. Short gain there. About looks like 3, maybe 4 on the play.
Gain of about 4 on that play.
And again, as this season has progressed, Cody, we've seen really Chris Bunk turn into a nice little safety valve for Pascuzzi.
Yeah, because before it was Bunk, it was Lookenhouse was really his main target, and allowing having that connection with Bunk will open up Lookenhouse downfield.
And they'll give to Bauer off left tackle. And Bauer squirts his way into the secondary. And he is down inside the 10 to the 4, where it will be first and goal for Eisenhower.
First and goal looks to be about just inside.
So the Knights 4 yards away now from taking a 3-score lead here with just about 4 minutes to go in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter.
Benji Bauer has 22 carries, 196 yards. They're at the 4. They call his number. His third touchdown of the day will be his 200 yards.
We've got whistles and a stoppage. Something Eisenhower coach Jim Penley didn't like on that formation, so the Knights take a timeout.
Eisenhower timeout.
And we'll take a quick timeout with them. You're watching Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
We're back here at Eisenhower, where the Knights knocking on the door again. First and goal from the Mercyhurst 4, looking to finish off a 95-yard drive that started with a Sean Pascuzzi interception at the 5-yard line. The Knights took over with just under 11 minutes to play in the third quarter, have bled 7 minutes off the clock on this drive, and have a first and goal from the 4. Ekstrom in motion. They give to Lindell off the left side. He's not going to get there. And one of the Lakers comes up hobbling, and that looks like Steven Grayson. Will be second and goal now.
It looks to be about the 2-yard line.
Looks like a 2-yard gain for Lindell there.
Yeah, and that's kind of it's a double shot by Eisenhower. They were able to get that interception, ending Mercier's drive, and having it at their own 5 and then driving down the field has ate up so much clock.
Pascuzzi gives to Bauer. He's going to turn the corner, and Benji Bauer's in. 2-yard touchdown. His third of the night. It's Benji Bauer one more time. And my goodness, Cody, 95 yards. I don't have the total plays right in front of me, but took almost 8 minutes off the third quarter clock. And now Eisenhower has a 3-score lead with the extra point pending.
You could not have asked for a better opportunity and better execution for Eisenhower. Up 2 scores, being able to add that other with and taking 8 minutes off the clock.
Kellogg's kick is no good, his second miss of the night. But with 3:13 to go here in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter, it is Eisenhower 27, Mercyhurst Prep 7. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
A 2-yard Benji Bauer run capped off an 18-play, 95-yard drive for Eisenhower. Bled nearly 8 minutes off the third quarter clock, and the Knights lead Mercyhurst Prep 27-7. Again, our third quarter brought to you by Freedom Investment Management Group. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. Kellogg squibs it, takes a big bounce, and is going to be picked up at the 21. And getting away, looks like Elman down the sideline. And looks like he was going to be hit almost as soon as he fielded the ball, but somehow got away and got a decent return for Mercyhurst.
So we're not out of the third quarter. Eisenhower's ran 42 plays, has 311 yards on offense, 15 first downs, and the stat that just keeps blowing my mind, Brian, still no penalties against the Knights.
Lakers take over at their own 24. Need to find an answer here, or this game's going to get away from them in a big hurry. Bomb comes out, 2 receivers each side. Ganska to his right, sends Elman in motion to give us to Ganska off left tackle. And he's going to get a solid first down gain there. As we tick under 3 minutes to go here in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter. And again, both these teams came in unbeaten in region play, looking for sole possession of first place in District 10 Region 2. Bomb again in the gun. 2 receivers each side. And he'll give to Ganska off the left side again. And Ganska's found some room running off left tackle, trying to turn that corner tonight.
Yeah, Mercyhurst hasn't had they've had success on the ground. The problem that they're going to run into now is down 20 points. You know, we're getting into the final couple minutes of the third quarter. They have a strong passer, strong quarterback who at times uncharacteristically has been off his mark tonight. And you can probably attribute a lot of that to the way Eisenhower's defense has been playing.
And Baum going to drop back to pass now. Under pressure. Bunk chasing him. And Baum escapes and throws it away.
Baum being pursued by Bunk eventually throws the ball away.
We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And Eisenhower hasn't had to blitz a lot of guys. They're isolating their blitz so that one defender is able to break through that line of scrimmage and get after Baum and get him on the run, get him frazzled. And then by doing that, by these players executing so well on defense, it allows the secondary and the linebackers to stay in coverage and not have to commit to Baum as he scrambles up the field.
That front line of Michael Beaver, Connor Younger, Mike Venata, and Chris Bunk has really done a good job for the Knights so far here tonight. Baum back to pass again. Has lots of time. Goes over the middle. It's off the receiver's hands and falls incomplete. Looked like he was looking for Ganska. And that'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down for the Lakers. You know, again, as we talked about, Cody, as this game progresses, the temperature continues to drop. We can see our breath a little bit up here in the press box. So you got to imagine that ball's getting a little slick the cooler it gets out on the field.
Yeah, it's cool. The ball was wet from the beginning of the game. The field was muddy, and when mud gets cold, it starts to harden up, which can make it a little hard to get your footing.
Ball back to pass, under pressure, and now he's going to take off with it. Has some space, avoids a couple of tacklers, and gets out close to the first down yardage.
And eventually takes off. It looks like he's stopped.
And he's going to be stopped. It looks like about a yard short. Got to imagine the Lakers are going to go for this one, trailing 27-7 with 90 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
We talked about Baum's mobility and his ability to run. That 8-yard gain is his longest run of the night, and that's Eisenhower keeping him contained behind that line of scrimmage throughout the first half and here throughout the third.
So 4th and 2 coming up. We did see Baum was able to draw the Knights off sides on one of these plays. Sends a man in motion. They're going to give to Ganska off left tackle, and Ganska's got the first down and then some, absorbs a big hit and bounces off. And we've got a flag behind the play. And I think we're going to get an extra 15 yards tacked on to the end of that run.
Breaks a pretty big tackle, makes a nice run. He's got a first down. It looks like there might be a penalty.
It is a personal foul against the Knights. So Ganska had enough for the first down regardless. Going to add 15 more onto the end of that And that's, as you said, Cody, the first penalty of the night for the Knights, and it's a big one.
It is a big one because if they were able to help stop Mercyhurst on this drive, the way that they were able to run the clock down in the third quarter, I would almost say that it's Eisenhower's ball game. But now it's entirely different.
So less than a minute to go here in the Freedom Investment Management Group first quarter. It looks like that penalty was on Connor Younger as he's over talking with the Eisenhower coaching staff. Lakers are on the Knights 22. Give to Ganska. He's breaking tackles again. And Ganska loses the ball right to Ekstrom. And what looked like another huge gain for Ganska ends up in the hands of Keegan Ekstrom. The ball just popped loose and went right into Ekstrom's breadbasket.
Yeah, and Eisenhower's defense has played phenomenal tonight. They've been able to continue what they've done all year, and that is get turnovers. 1 interception and now 1 fumble recovery.
So with 37 seconds to go here in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter, the Knights generate another turnover deep inside their own territory. They're going to start at the 15.
6 seconds left to go. I think it's about on the 15-yard line, we're going to call it for the Knights.
We'll see if the Knights are able to convert this turnover into points. And we've got a whistle and a timeout by the Lakers. So we'll take it with them. With 37 seconds to go in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter, it's Eisenhower 27, Mercyhurst 7. We'll be back with more high school football powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Knights take over first and 10 from their own 15 following the Ganska fumble. Leading 27-7 here with 37 seconds to go in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter. The give is to Keegan Ekstrom. He's got a little bit of space there. He'll get out to the, looks like the 23. And I imagine that will be the final play of the third quarter.
Put that ball in the 23-yard line, I think. I don't know.
And yeah, that is, the Knights are just going to let this third quarter clock run out. So after 3 quarters of play here at Eisenhower, it's the Knights 27, Mercyhurst Prep 7. And we will be back with fourth quarter action. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxborough High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Just about set to start the fourth quarter here from Eisenhower. Our fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Warren Tire Center. For all your automotive needs, look no further than Warren Tire Center. From new tires, tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, and so much more. There's no reason to go anywhere but Warren Tire Center in Warren. Check them out online at warrentirecenter.com. Eisenhower leads Mercyhurst Prep 27-7. And the Knights will give to Benji Bauer off left tackle. And Bauer, some more hard yards on the 2nd and 1 run, picks up the tie Nesta Builder Supply. First down for the Knights.
to the 29-yard line, first down for the Knights.
Bauer has 68 yards on 10 carries this half. That carry there puts him at 204 so far for the game on 24 carries. He's averaging 8.3 yards per carry for the game.
And it's 1st and 10 for Eisenhower from its own 29. This drive started on the 15 after the Knights recovered a fumble. It's Lindell and Bauer in the eye, and they give to Lindell, and Lindell's going to get a yard maybe on the carry. Again, the last time the Knights took over deep inside their own territory, they went 95 yards in 18 plays, but more importantly, chewed up almost 8 minutes off the clock. If they can put together another scoring drive like that right here, this game would be just about over.
Yeah, even if it's 5 or 6 minutes, I mean, they would be up 35-7 at that point. It would be next to impossible for Mercyhurst to come back.
2nd and 8. And the pitch to Bauer goes off the right side, and Benji Bauer's in the open field. And Benji Bauer, it's a foot race with Elman, and Elman's going to win it. Bauer's just trying to hold on to the ball. He's still on his feet. What a run there by Benji Bauer.
He almost drug him right into the end zone. And the blocking that Bauer was getting around that outside was exquisite. You can't ask for better blocking from receivers. You see the coaches and the players all coming over and telling the receivers that they were an integral part of that huge carry.
52 yards on that carry, I believe, Cody. They got it 1st and goal at the 9.
I think Bauer is taking a breather down there. Looks like.
And Knights will come out with Lindell and Bauer in the eye. If they give Bauer the ball right now, I'd be a little surprised. Looking at how split. And they do give it to him right off left tackle. He's trying to squirt his way through the line. Not much there. We'll bring up 2nd and goal. This may be prime Tucker Lindell carry or time here for a couple of plays. Let Bauer catch his breath.
Yeah, you want to go with the hot hand, but not at the sacrifice of your running back. Give him at least a play.
So 2nd and goal from the 8. And they fake to Bauer. Pascuzzi finds Bunk. Bunk's got a lot of open space. Chris Bunk plows into the end zone. His first of the year. And these Knights are excited tonight.
You know, and I didn't see him passing on that drive, but I like it because Bunk has been integral to setting up some of these Bauer runs and softening that defense, allowing him to get into that second level. So to let him get a score on the board here is a huge win for Eisenhower, and it's a nice gift for Bunk.
Kellogg on for the extra point. Kick is up and no good. So 9:09 to play here in the Warren Tire Center, 4th quarter. It is Eisenhower 33, Mercyhurst 7. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grove Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Sean Pascuzzi to Chris Bunk has the Knights in front of Mercyhurst 33-7. Kellogg kicks off, And the ball is picked up by Ellman just across the 25. He shakes a tackle looking for the sideline. And Ellman going to get down, looks like at the 37.
Number 6 Ellman managed to.
Yeah, here's a stat for you, Brian. In the first half, Benji Bauer was 14 carries, 136 yards. In the second half, he has 12 carries, 130 yards. That is some even football for Bauer, totaling 266 yards on 26 carries. He has 4 carries over 20 yards, and he's averaging 10.3 yards per carry.
Lakers take over on their own 36. 8:48 to go here in the Warren Tire Center fourth quarter. Baum sends a man in motion, gives to Ganska. Tries to go off right tackle, and he's met there by Garrett Jensen. A flag comes in.
Knights go right back to number 14.
Let's see what the penalty is here. It's a hold against the Lakers.
Penalty against Mercyhurst.
That's going to back them up a few more yards. And they're going to move the ball. Looks like they're trying to determine exactly where the penalty was.
Will accept this penalty, which will
and that's going to back Mercyhurst up to
mean it will still be first down.
Gives
the
Mercyhurst
26.
that's 65 yards in penalties so far tonight.
25-yard line. 26. Sorry about that.
So it will be first down from the 26.
Yeah, it's about 21 yards to go.
You get first and 20. Baum back to pass. That's time. Fires. And Pascuzzi with his second interception of the night.
I'm not sure who Baum was passing to.
Pascuzzi down the sideline looking for a block. And the Knights have just taken over this game, though there's a penalty marker down back in the backfield.
Eisenhower intercepted the revealed the marker down on the field.
Looks like a block in the back.
I don't know what that really is. I can clearly see it's against Eisenhower. The question is it after the interception or during the interception?
The officials come together.
It looks like
I believe he was signaling that was a block in the back, which would be on after the interception.
And you know, I don't know if a receiver ran a wrong route or Baum just launched it up there, but they're really Pascuzzi was the only player in the area.
So he had Ellman open right around midfield and overthrew him. So that is a block in the back after the interception. So the Knights will take over at the Mercyhurst 39. But yeah, Cody, I think he just overthrew Ellman or Ellman cut the route short. Either way, miscommunication leads to Pascuzzi's second interception of the game. And they'll give to Lindell. And Lindell will fight his way through. Tucker Lindell into the secondary and a big run for the Knights fullback.
I'm sorry, that's Cameron Jacobs who was in there.
And our apologies. That was Jacobs was the outman that time, not Lindell. Apologies to Cameron.
Ball is down to the Mercyhurst 27-yard line.
Either way, it is a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for Eisenhower to the Mercyhurst 23.
Too much sugar, yeah.
And so now they'll come out with Lindell as the up man. Looking how split near side. Benji Bauer dots the I. Ekstrom in motion. They give to Bauer off left tackle. And Bauer's going to plow his way forward inside the 20 to the 17. And the Knights are back in the Pizza Hut red zone. You can order a fresh, hot, delicious pizza from Pizza Hut at pizzahut.com, where nobody outpizzas the Hut. With Bauer 5 yards on that first down carry. We'll make it 2nd and 5.
It looks like it's getting muddy down there now.
And Knights in no hurry. We've got a whistle here and a timeout by Eisenhower. We'll take it with him. With just under 7 minutes to go here in the Warren Tire Center fourth quarter. Eisenhower 33, Mercyhurst 7, Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
And we're back here at Eisenhower, 2nd and 5, coming up for the Knights, who lead Mercyhurst 33-7. And Pascuzzi fakes to Bauer, gives to Ekstrom, and he is clocked as he comes through the hole. Big hit there. Looked like that was big number 60, Sean Sokolowski, on the stop. Gain of, looks like 1 there for Ekstrom. We'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up for the Knights. It's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down.
And even if, I imagine they're in 4-down territory, but even if they don't convert here, they turn it over on downs, they are still going to run another minute and a half off the clock likely, or at least another minute. This is really that was such a huge interception for Eisenhower.
And Pascuzzi gives to Bauer, and Sokolowski holding on for dear life, making sure Bauer's not going anywhere. Actually, that was 52 Ben Hawkins on the stop. And a gain of, call it 2 for Bauer. Will bring up a 4th and 1.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Sean Pascuzzi keeper here. We haven't seen it all night. We've seen it in some previous games, and we always like to allude to the fact that he was a running back prior to taking over a quarterback.
And again, you got to think Mercyhurst is looking for big number 33, assuming he's going to get the football here with 4th and 1. As the Knights are trying to run the play clock is down as far as they can. Ekstrom in motion, and they do give to Bauer off left side, and I think the Lakers are going to have him stopped. The initial indication is that he is short. And it is 1st down Mercyhurst, so defensive stop for the Lakers. And they'll take over at their own 15.
So Mercyhurst is going to have the ball on their own 15-yard line.
Lakers trailing 33-7, 4:56 to go here in the Warren Tire Center fourth quarter. Also want to say thank you to the Hub at PF in Russell for sponsoring tonight's broadcast.
Mercyhurst has 2 timeouts remaining.
On your bomb, obviously you got to put it up in the air, but you're a little bit nervous now. You've thrown 2 interceptions.
And give us to Ganska, and Ganska's got space around the right side again, but a flag down.
Hand out to Ganska. There's another flag down.
And with the lead that they have, that Eisenhower has right now, they're going to give them, they'll give them 5-10 yards, especially because it'll eat up the clock. If they want to either run or dink and dunk down the field, Eisenhower will give them that all night.
There's a hold against the Lakers. It's a wipe out the big game by Ganska. And it will be backed up to the, what is that? Looks like the 7. So I'll make it 1st and 18.
Good math, Brian.
It still remains first down.
And Ganska's going to try the left side. Nothing doing this time.
Absolutely swarmed by the Eisenhower defense.
Whole host of Knights in there to bring him down.
So that looks like it goes for a loss.
And we got a timeout now by the Lakers. So we'll take a quick timeout with them. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
4:15 to play here in the Warren Tire Center fourth quarter. Eisenhower leading Mercyhurst Prep 33-7. Knights are on their way to moving to 6-0 on the year and having sole possession of first place in District 10's Region 2. And if the score holds, that would drop the Lakers to back to 500 on the season, 3-3, and give them their first region loss. Bomb comes out. Two receivers to each side. It'll be Ganska to his left. Sends Elman in motion. Give is to Ganska. Finds a little hole. Closes quickly.
And you can see that Eisenhower defense just swarming to the ball now. They're playing. They've played intense all night, but here in the last couple minutes, that intensity has just risen. I think they smell victory and they just want to close it out without letting Mercyhurst score any more points. Because I'm sure all week long, all they heard was how this offense was gonna put points on the board, and they have subsequently shut them out here in the second half.
3rd and 19. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing. Heating and air conditioning to get you moving again. Baum in trouble. He's hit as he throws. Just got the ball away. Michael Beaver applying the pressure for Eisenhower. And that will bring up a 4th and 19. And the Lakers will send Garrett McGuire and the punt team on. Pascuzzi and Ekstrom back to receive for the Knights.
So Mercyhurst Prep will be punting out of their end zone here, so lots of things could happen. Let's see.
And McGuire gets the kick away. It's a booming kick. Pascuzzi under it, fields it at the 43 and tries to cut but slips. And you can see
Slow getting up.
And it's certainly not something the Knights want to see here in the late stages of a game where they have a 26-point lead.
Just a little, looks like a little cramping.
This will be 1st and 10. Eisenhower at the Mercyhurst 42.
Mercyhurst Prep has one timeout to go. So you got to think the Knights are looking to use up as much of that clock as they can. Holding on to a 33-7 lead and protecting
a little confusion on the formation there. The Knights have it figured out now. And Pascuzzi will give to Lindell, runs into his own man, and then still stays on his feet and picks up about an extra 4 yards.
Pulls his way.
You know, they always talk about that yards after contact, and that time Lindell got contacted by his own man.
Yeah, I don't know if that counts in the stat tracking, but he got a clean 6 yards off after his first contact.
For a gain of 8 yards.
Officials stop looked like they were addressing an equipment issue with one of the Eisenhower players.
So we'll call it 7.
Gain of 7 on that play for Lindell. 2nd and 3. And again, Knights using all of that play clock that they can. And confusion. I think they're going to run out of time here. And the flag comes out, so that's going to be a delay of game
penalty against the Knights.
against Eisenhower.
So they're going to lose 5 yards.
That'll make it 2nd and 8 back to the 40.
Well, you know, Brian, all night long they're running on all cylinders. They're firing on all cylinders. They're going full speed, and now you got to slow things down. And sometimes when you slow things down, some guys, you know, they're thinking the processing slows down a little bit too.
2nd down, the give is to Bauer off left tackle. And Bauer will get down to the 36. 4-yard pickup. Make it 3rd.
Bowery gets a handful of those yards back anyways to set up a
4.
down and 5.
Again, most important thing right now for Eisenhower is to wind as much of that clock as they can. We are under 2 minutes to play here in the Warren Tire Center 4th quarter. Pascuzzi waits for the hand to come up. Takes a snap and gives to Bauer. Bauer is going to plow ahead. He's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll see where they spot it. And it looks like he's going to be marked just short. So it'll be 4th and about a half a yard here for the Knights. And a 1st down here would end this one as we have 1:15 to go here. And Pascuzzi gives to Bauer. Bauer turns the corner and falls ahead for the 1st down, but there is a flag. Flag comes in late. There's a flag on the far side of the field. Let's see what the penalty is. It is a hold against the Knights.
We have a holding call, so that will negate that.
That'll negate the 1st down run for Bauer, I would imagine. Mercyhurst going to accept this penalty.
So it's coming back.
Yeah, and you know, Eisenhower went penalty free for a majority of the game. They have 4 for 40 now.
And they move it back to the 40.
Now they're 4th down and 8.
So it'll be 4th and 8 with a minute to go.
Brian, part of me wants to think they're going to try to do a little bunk pass to get the 1st down, but it doesn't matter if they don't get the 1st. Mercyhurst doesn't. It'll be under a minute.
And the give is to Lindell right up the middle, and he's hit immediately. There will be a turnover on downs, but with 54 seconds to go. Here in the Warren Tire Center 4th quarter, Eisenhower 33, Mercyhurst 7. Knights are going to move to 6-0 overall on the season, 3-0 in Region 2 play. Lakers dropped to 3-3 overall and 2-1. And Knights now in full control of their own destiny as far as playoff qualifications and seedings here.
Yeah, in these last 54 seconds for both teams, it's pride. Mercyhurst knows they're not going to come back, but do they want to put another score on the board? Absolutely. Get into double digits for Eisenhower. Holding this offense to 7 points is certainly something that the defense will pride themselves on.
Baum comes out with 4 receivers. Ganska with him. And the give is to Ganska off right tackle. And a big collision there as he crosses the 45 and out to the 46. But the clock will continue to run.
Big hit by Gary Jensen on the tackle. Gain of about 5.
And the Lakers in no hurry. This will, barring something unforeseen, likely be the final play of the ball game. And they give to the motion man, escapes a tackle, and then thrown to the ground is Wiggenbach. Vanetta ends it emphatically for Eisenhower. Your final here from the Pasture of Pain. It's Eisenhower 33, Mercyhurst 7. We'll be back with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg postgame show. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
And welcome into the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg postgame show here from the Pasture of Pain and Russell. Your final Eisenhower 33, Mercyhurst 7. Let's take a look at our game stats, brought to you tonight by the Brooks Huard Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. For more information, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
All right, Brian, we'll start with Eisenhower. Benji Bauer, he had 14 carries, 136 yards in the first half, 17 carries, 142 yards in the second half. That all totals up to 31 carries, 278 yards, 9 yards a carry. Outside of that, he was the leading rusher, and he was in control of the rushing game for the Knights. Receiving, Bunk, he had 5 receptions for 78 yards. He averaged 17.4 yards per catch. And Pascuzzi was 6 for 10, 103 yards, 62% completion rating. The Knights rushing total 47 carries, 325 yards. As a team, collectively, they average 7 yards a carry. And passing, as I said, 6 for 10, 103 yards, totaling 57 plays, 428 yards, 18 first downs. They did have 2 fumbles, 1 lost, 1 recovered, and 4 penalties for 40 yards that came here in the I think they were all in the fourth quarter. On the other side of the ball for Mercyhurst, Baum, he was 5 for 18, and he had I'm sorry. I was reading his rushing yards. Baum was 8 for 18, had 101 yards passing, and threw 2 uncharacteristic interceptions, 37% completion. And his leading receiver would have been Josh Wiggenbach. He had 4 receptions for 30 yards, and Gansky had 1 reception for 30 yards as well. On the running side of things, this is a big turn in the game. Jeremy Gansky in the first half had 8 carries for 83 yards. In the second half, he had 5 for 42. So they cut his yards in half. 13 carries, 125 yards. He led the Lakers, and he averaged 9.4 yards per carry. Total rushing, 23 carries, 174 yards for the Lakers. They had 41 plays, 275 yards. So almost half the amount of yards as Eisenhower, 11 first downs. They had 1 fumble. It was lost. The 2 interceptions mentioned earlier, 10 penalties for 75 yards. That was huge. There were multiple Gansky runs that had to come back for holding calls.
All right, those are your final stats. Again, brought to you by the Bricks QR Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. For more information, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award. Now let's take a look at the scoring summary brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital.
So in the first quarter, with 4:50 to go, Sean Pascuzzi had a 3-yard run around the outside to go up 7-0. That was off of a 51-yard pass to Bunk earlier in the drive. At the 4:21 mark in the second quarter, Baum passed to Wiggenbach for 2 yards to tie the game at 7-7. In the second quarter, a couple minutes later at 2:42, Bauer had a 20-yard run. The point after was missed, and the Knights went up 13-7. With 3 seconds to go, Bauer got in the end zone again with a 9-yard carry. He'd add 2 points on the conversion to go up 21-7 at the half. In the third quarter, with 3:13 to go, it was Bauer once again, 2-yard run. Kellogg missed the kick. That was off of an 18-play, 95-yard drive, Brian, that ate up 8 minutes of clock, and it was after Sean Pascuzzi had his first interception. At the 9:09 mark in the fourth quarter, Pascuzzi passed to Bunk for 8 yards, getting him a touchdown. Kellogg missed a kick, but that got us to the final score of 33-7 and got the Knights to win.
All right, that was your scoring summary brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close. And now it is time for Cody to name the Jim Kelly Player of the Game, powered by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg. And our Player of the Game this evening, Cody, is...
Oh, it's got to be Benji Bauer. We've seen him run, have phenomenal games. He was on a different level tonight. He was seeing the field differently. He was cutting differently, different intensity. He elevated his game tonight. And for as good as he's played, for him to be able to elevate his game when faced with potentially stiffer competition is a really good sign for the Knights as they get into the tail end of the season and we start talking postseason. So Benji Bauer, 31 carries, 278 yards, 4 runs over 20 yards, 9 yards a carry. He had 9.7 yards a carry in the first half, 8.4 in the second half. The guy just dominated tonight for the Knights. Easily player of the game.
And 3 touchdowns on top
and
of
3
all
touchdowns.
that.
I don't want to leave those out, but just I was amazed by his performance tonight. And we've seen a lot of great performances, and he really, it's not too often you see a guy actually take over a game, and he did tonight.
All right, that is our Jim Kelly Player of the Game, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. It is Benji Bauer of Eisenhower. We'll take a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Swift Kennedy & Company, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. Visit them online at swiftkennedyandco.com. Over in District 9, Keystone and Ridgeway all knotted up at 20 in the fourth quarter. Otto Elder at 50, Sheffield 24 in the third. This game's gone final. Red Bank Valley 38, Union AC Valley 8. In the third quarter, Brockway leads Smethport 21-6. You can see that one on the YDL Sports Network. Fourth quarter, Montauk 29, Bradford 19, Brookville 22, St. Mary's 19. This one's a final, Cameron County 34, Bucktail 14. In the third quarter, Central Clarion County and Karnes City tied at 20. Clearfield blanks Huntington 42-0. A final, Elk County Catholic loses for the first time this year, 6-0 to Coudersport. Big win for the Falcons, who 3 weeks ago, I think it was, Cody, gave up 70 points. They haven't allowed a point since.
Somebody motivated the defense.
In the fourth quarter, West Branch leads Kerwinsville 32-31. Punxsutawney blank Dubois 23-0. Port Allegheny over Kane 26-6. In District 10, a bit of a surprise here. Cathedral Prep 41, McDowell nothing. That's a final in that rivalry game. The Ramblers get a big win over their rivals. Meadville takes control of Region 4 with a 35-0 win over Oil City. Cambridge Springs leads Sagertown 27-13 in the third. Lakeview 28, Cochranton 14. That game's also in the third. Your final, Mercer 28, Maplewood 7. Seneca all over Iroquois 47-0 in the third. Farrell leads Wilmington 30-0 in the fourth. Slippery Rock 20, Hickory 13 in the fourth. Sharpsville 35, Sharon 21 fourth quarter. Titusville beats Conneaut 27-0. Fairview over Corey 24-7. The last score report was from half. Also the same with Fort LaBeouf, who leads Girard 16-7 at the half. Seneca Valley 42, Butler 7 in the fourth. And again, last report, Euclid, Ohio 19, Erie nothing at the half. No score reports yet from Warren and Franklin, Harbor Creek, General McLean, Conneaut, Ohio, and Northeast. Tomorrow in District 10, Grove City's at Greenville, and Reynolds is at Kennedy Catholic. That's your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Swift Kennedy & Co. And that's going to do it for the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. Your final, once again, Eisenhower 33, Mercyhurst Prep 7. For Cody Elms, this is Brian Hagberg saying thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your weekend.